Hi, my name is Jonathan Rotz, Field Agronomist for Pioneer, and today I want to take a little bit of time to talk about some things that you can do while you're in the office to help to plan for a successful year, as well as thinking about how to best position products and get them placed and planted in a timely fashion. What I'd specifically like to talk with you about today is our new release of the Pioneer Seeds app. This has been a really cool release with the fact that it's bringing a lot of different tools that we've used in the past into one place, and will continue to be an area where we will develop and build into this app as we go forward. So obviously the first thing you'd want to do is go to your Google Play Store or iPhone App Store and download the Pioneer Seeds app. Get that in and then sign up for your account. If you've had field boundaries with us in the past, once you put your appropriate business partner ID number in and associate that account, those field boundaries will pull over. If not, you're going to want to talk with myself or your sales rep about ways that you can work at getting those field boundaries in. But we're not going to go over that in depth in this video. So once we have that up, we're going to move on to some of the features that I'm most excited about for planning and getting prepared for this spring's planting season. Once you first open the app, one of the first things you're going to want to do is make sure that you're on the appropriate year for what you're trying to plan. So currently in 2020. The next thing, as you move in, you'll see the boundaries and you'll be able to assign a crop. You'll see there's multiple crops you can pick from. In this case, I'll choose corn and hit next. It'll ask if I want to assign, and you move on, and once that crop is assigned, it shows as appropriate. Move on to your next field and easily assign different crops throughout different boundaries. Once these crops are created, you'll see that precipitation and GDUs will start to accumulate. We can also then tap on that field and go in and go to the Details tab. Once we're in the Details tab, we can go to a new plan under Seed Placement. Pick the brand and move over and place a specific product on that field. Again, planning for what we are expecting to put in the spring. We will also be able to assign an appropriate seeding rate in this, and we'll talk a little bit about this more later, but there's some help for that in this app as well. Confirm, and that product has been placed on the field. Go back into our soybean field and we can do the exact same thing. Again, under the Details tab, go into Seed Placement, Product Placement, pick your brand, and pick the product. One other note is while you're under that Details tab, you can assign yield goals as well within the app. Lastly, pick the appropriate seeding rate that you're planning for the field, and you can assign the product and confirm. If you are uncertain about the planting rate you should have on a corn product, you can go to the bottom of the bar in the app and see the rate estimator. Pull up the rate estimator and you can actually choose up to 5 different hybrids that you want to see planting rates for. Simply select these hybrids, then clear out the search bar and search for another hybrid, and whenever you tap on it, you'll be able to select that hybrid and continue on to other hybrids that you want to see what the appropriate planting rate is. You can also see at the top there is a standard and water limited sites that you can look for. Once these are placed, you can then go in and select individual yield goals for each hybrid. This would obviously be important if you're planning on using some of these hybrids in differing soils that would have different yield goals. In this instance, I simply place the same yield goal across all so that we can see the differences that each of these hybrids have on planting rate. Within this, you can also place a bag cost, seed bag cost, as well as expected price per bushel to get some economics. Once we run this, you'll see that each hybrid has its own drop that it's estimating And in this case, you can see we actually have almost a 4,000 seed per acre spread between some of these hybrids. We can then create a PDF, and we can text that off, email it, or do whatever we want to our specific producers or other individuals within our operation that we need to get that information to. Another great part of this app is what's called the digital bag tag. You will notice once you select the digital bag tag, you will have the opportunity to either enter the batch or actually scan. In this example, I will scan a batch tag. I hit OK to allow my phone or iPad to see the bag tag. And then once I'm in here, I can see different settings for planters based on the specific batch and thus seed size that we're dealing with. We can also hit product profile details, and we can see what exactly profile that product has and how it can best be placed on our acres. This is a great thing to use in season in case you are forgetting exactly what it is. You can see characteristic scores and disease scores under this, as well as suitability ratings, helping you to get the most out of each of your Pioneer products. Additionally, if you need to, you can either enter a batch ID manually, or you can look at recent searches for products that you've recently scanned. I hope you found this information helpful, and I hope you can see how this app can be an asset to you as you both plan and try to implement this plan this spring. We always know things change, but a good plan is a great place to start. I'll be featuring other parts of this app as we move forward, such as note-taking, yield estimation, and things like that. Feel free to play around with the app on your own if you'd like as well. Thanks again for your time. Again, I hope you found this informative and helpful, and I hope you have a successful year with your Pioneer products. Thanks.
That concludes this Pioneer Agronomy video podcast. Visit our page on pioneer.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook for more agronomy insights.